The Punch TV.
Bafsin Green Construction and Trading Abama Ghana for. Say Juma Kwedu and Juma Fatason. And to say your hotel, school, hospital, bank, offices.
Abusuan for mama kwa baba the Punch TV, so make sure say and any first time I dey channel ya. Subscribe my like na share. We will so ajawa share or comment section or for my Abusuan for some lam na mo kase. Story bi aba beto in 10 time video no so. Ama ye twene sleni abasa. Obi e kasa fa ho. Abusuan for some re. Won come ho na yenkohwe video no emla. Ye ba emu nchire mu nyina ye ba beka.
The stand
The
of the
Punch
NPP
TV
and the presidency are known. If the NPP party was against this, their members of parliament would not have voted for it. So
why are you not signing? Why the gridlock?
One second. Now, so to say Bawumia was reluctant is totally unfounded. There was a call on him. He took advantage of yesterday's event, which is a big Muslim event, and made his comments. But otherwise, it's not an issue. Not an issue at all. The NPP is for it. Our members of parliament all voted for it. The president himself had said it would not be under his watch that this business will be legitimized in this country. The president hasn't said that it's because of some letter from Ministry of Finance. That's why he hasn't signed. The president says there are constitutional issues that have been raised, and those issues are before the courts. And so he would like to, for the abundance of caution, wait a little. He hasn't said there's some letter from Ministry of Finance, that's why he's not signing. So this big effort by Samuel Kujeto to say that there's some letter and Bawumia knows about it and the president is not.
No, you should be telling us. Did he authorize that letter? He's the head of the economic management team.
The letter did not come from the economic management team. It came from the Ministry of Finance. Now, the reason that the president has given is known to all of us. And indeed, the issue is before the courts, isn't it?
So, Nana, how do you explain to people who said that when the E-levy was passed by the minority, members of the minority went to court?
Yes.
So, I don't know
yes, that's one of the plaintiffs, yeah.
Yet the president accepted the bill from parliament and assented.
And assented.
Well, you know,
with
the
pomp and pageantry.
One second. If you want to hint at some inconsistency, you may be within your rights. But the E-levy and the issue that went to court were not constitutional issues, were they?
Yes.
Were they
they're constitutional issues. That they lack a quorum. Because in the Abdullahi case, you said we could not reject the budget because we are 137. Those who approved this E-levy were 136, an inferior number. A major constitutional matter on quorum.
Well,
that is why we went to court.
Well, these are constitutional issues about human rights. And the presidents deemed them big enough to be cautious. But if you want to raise the issue and hint that there could be some inconsistency, I don't have a problem. That's your viewpoint. But the bottom line
to align with their rhetoric. That's all I'm saying.
The bottom line is that the president's conduct is in line with his rhetoric.
Really?
Absolutely. He hasn't said he's against LGBT. He's in favor of LGBT. Has he said so?
Actions speak louder than words.
Has he said so?
You've heard the saying. Actions speak louder than words.
The political party NPP is against LGBT, and that is evidenced by the vote
see it in
Parliament.
Let's see it in action.
If a president,
let's see it in action.
Independent watcher, if there's an independent watcher, and
it's like you,
he's a president who, irrespective of a court case, once Parliament has finished its work and the brother transmitted a thing, he accepted, irrespective of that, he accepted for it to become law.
Which one?
The E-levy.
The E-levy.
Yeah.
And then the same president, in the course of this, all the interventions that have come up, is all transit when he met the diplomatic community and they raised issues. When Kamala Harris came and she raised issues, his commentary on it, never making a definite position a clear position that I am for this law, this is what my country's position is on it, we will sign it into law. He doesn't make those positions. He always creates room for, let's wait.
But I thought we're in this country when the president said that it will not be under his
Is
watch.
it, Nana? So I've made this point. Nana, I've made this point several times. The issue of legalizing LGBTQI and prescribing
The Punch TV.
So where lies the
So you
president? What is the take of the president?
I'm saying that it is not under my watch. I will not make it legal.
Yeah.
It's not the same as I will prohibit it in law. They are two different things.
Why do you say so?
Because you see, I will not make it legal does not mean that I will go ahead and sign a law which prohibits it.
But the president has said very clear that there are issues in courts.
No, so I was until you asked me
agree.
the question, I was just building a point. That's why I brought in the E-levy one.
Yeah.
And then I said that if you look at the instances I gave, and then just when Parliament did this work, the Ministry of Finance's
Letter.
statement, which was obviously deliberately leaked, and we all know that it's a strategy that is used.
Yeah.
Strategy to do what?
Yeah.
It's obviously to build a certain narrative.
Yeah.
About, well, if you have not thought about it
Yes.
and you just have been thinking about this, that, these are the repercussions.
Yes, this is what you're about to do.
And then to go ahead and say that on the basis of this, so it's like a position paper. Mr. President, we know this is coming to you, but on the basis of
Bafsin Green Construction and Trading Abama Ghana for say Jumako do and Juma Fatas on and to say your hotel, school, hospital, bank, offices, and the Westy. Now Pobiam and to Mutas amount there, and then I may come for Bafsin Green Construction and Trading at the amount. Obuan was in down a won't you. Emane ha crampo, and Posabro train hour, no West Sufia Ghana now Pobiam and to Mutas amount there. And yana me can for Bafsin Green Construction and Trading at the amount. The Yanni so benye mujidie, your 2 bathroom tiles, compound tiles, swimming pool tiles, kitchen tiles, and in yakeka home. Then it is summer woman said, so passa Seattle. Now do location Maya, the Yan say ya Ghana, ye benya be the amount. Na yan juicy candy, yan dada, said young crofobidi, young crofobino. A sunset task would you make any edintino, yet on cement, natural stones. Tile cement, slabs, marble tiles, and nobody lay a sign so a supply. A sense of Juma Hotel, not swear need to know. You were a boarding cracks are a certificate, a treasure your fat entity. Obetini a friend whom a true for so 0505 62 68 23 0505 62 68 23. Oba we a breaku, Waja, adequate winning by quantum pona so. Bafsin Green Construction and Trading. We do it just the way you love it.
these repercussions, we think that you shouldn't do it. And then the next thing is that you see this cease and desist letter. And the president seeks to rely on something that he didn't rely on earlier.
Which is what?
The E-levy.
Which is the issue that somebody has gone to court and therefore don't even serve me with it.
Yeah.
And then 2, the president seeks to do something that in his earlier position, when he decided not to assent to a bill, the route he chose, the routes that he used, which is what the Constitution prescribes. On this particular occasion, he decided not to use that route, but to use a route that is unknown.
Yeah. So what is
unknown to the Constitution, unknown to convention.
So what is the import?
I am saying that when you put all that together, the issue of the president having said that it will not happen under my watch, does not suffice.
Okay. So you say that when you put all of these things
The Punch TV.
without the president's commitment.
Yes.
Okay. But what the president has said is that because the issues are in court, he would prefer to wait. You can raise the issue that will show something. I've said to you that this one raises constitutional issues as against the E-levy one. But whatever it is, if you say that it raises inconsistent issues, well, you are within your rights to make that thing. I don't have a problem. But the stated reason that the presidency has given is that, and we all know the major issues that have been raised by civil society. unless we are
some civil society organizations.
Unless we are going to say that the civil society people too were part of some plots, which I don't believe. But major issues have been raised by civil society organizations and individuals about the constitutional implications of this. That's been that we all know. And they've actually proceeded to take the matter to court. So if the president says that, I'm going to wait for the court to decide, that's the reason that he's given. If tomorrow the court rules that the bill doesn't offend any human rights of any kind, then the president must sign. If he doesn't sign at that point, then we can say that, but president, that means that we are in favor of LGBT. But until we reach that point.
So what stopped the president? What stopped the president?
Yeah.
From accepting the bill?
Yeah.
And informing Parliament in writing?
So, but
as the Constitution prescribes.
But we have all said that it could be tidier.
So that's why I said that when you look at all the issues surrounding it,
you also must look at the issue.
It's difficult.
Yeah, very difficult.
It's difficult to accept that.
We are not zoned.
I have said to you that if you come away with that impression based on the things that have happened, it's your legitimate concern. But the official reason given by the president is also a legitimate reason. And the president has also said very clearly to this guy, I don't know if it's a State of the Nation address or something, but he was very categorical that he would not, as president, legitimize LGBTQ.
But that's not on the table.
Sorry?
That's not on the table.
What is on the table?
What is on the table is the
bill.
No, what is on the table? The bill.
Yes.
Is about legislating against it.
Yes. And the president has said he doesn't support legislating against it.
What the president has said is that it is not under my watch or on my watch.
That it will become
that it will be legislated.
Yes.
But that is not on the table.
What is on the table is legitimate what do you call it?
So they are
outlawing.
So there are two forms here. There are two forms of
the president hasn't said that he is against outlawing it. He said that there are constitutional issues raised. I would like to wait.
Has the president ever said?
1 second. I would like to wait for those constitutional issues to be resolved. You have said that, but there were some other issues that there were court issues raised.
Yes.
So, and in those one or two instances, the president signed. So you can raise the issue of inconsistency if you like.
Yeah, but not the reason. The point I'm making is
the reason that the president gave is that these are constitutional issues, and so let me wait. You are saying that in some other instance he didn't wait. I'm saying that.
In fact, the president even didn't say that there are constitutional issues. What he said was
the Punch TV.
Drawn to
a court case.
Yes.
Yes.
Which really is the injunction.
Okay. So in that case, then if you would say that then
he says it's settled law.
Yes. And then sorry.
He says it's settled law that when there is an injunction, everybody stays their hands off until a determination.
And there's no injunction.
There was an application for an injunction.
Yeah.
Yes.
And does it serve as an injunction? An application for injunction?
You could interpret it to say
because we still haven't settled this thing clearly. Unfortunately, none of us is.
I think the Supreme Court has settled it.
What did they say?
You see, even by their ruling on the FEMOPO.
Yeah.
You know the earlier on the Amanda Audrey one. Which
one is that?
One of the issues. There's a Richie Sky and there's the Amanda Audrey.
Okay.
Now, when this issue was at the second stage of second reading, Amanda Audrey went for an injunction and raised the same issues, the human rights issues and all.
Yeah.
And the Supreme Court's position was that Parliament cannot be prevented
from doing its work.
And so they did not grant that thing.
Yeah.
And Parliament went ahead. Then, the same, the FAMACO, is also asking for Parliament to be stopped from carrying out its functions. The Supreme Court says that no. Now, what the
Supreme Court says no to what?
It says that no, we cannot grant you the injunction.
Okay.
Yes. Now, what these people are also asking for, is
the civil society people.
No, the civil society groups have not gone to court. There are two issues in court the Richie Sky and Dr. Amanda Odwe.
Okay.
Those are the two issues.
Okay.
So now the thing is that the president says that don't come and serve me with the thing because the matters are in court. Per the Supreme Court's position on the matter, it says that you can't stop Parliament from doing this.
Well, we've agreed that is.
Yama Owi Akwa Baba Mansa Media College. Mansa Media College a school power a TV so any radio so dwumadie ya so ye e wo Kumase atonsu baby a wo bia o pese ba Mansa Media College na be hu dwumadie yedi ne hono a yentie dwumadie yedi no Mansa Media College
se usua bribi wo media mu ana o pese ohunu bribi biara e fa media ho enso eche kra
Mansa Media College e wo homa
ye wa achechefo a wa kwadire yie wa adetwemu na in studio ni ye newsroom de editwam wonsam twemu no ye twe bribi ti se kasebo akenkan ni sinitwa ni bebura ekeka ho wa multimedia mu nso ye twe bribi ti se sini mfoni asiesie mfoni nitwa ni bebura ekeka ho ye betumi nso aboa ama wo de na otwepe asunya bribi wo nkitahodie adwuma ahodo nyinaa mu esan se ye wo yankasa foni nti abre biara ye ma ya adesuafo kwan ma okọ yode ya twerɛ won adesua dan mu no
ahwefo ehu ekame ese obi biara wo le bosomtwe ase enim abakosema efa nsuo yi ho menya abofra ketewa bi wa ha ono so se onim abakosema efa le bosomtwe ho
abusuafo ye mama kwaba eba Ghana Pages TV so emra so se the trending issues near koso ewo abe for time fidie ni so ebe somo midin na naje wa akode
Mansa Media College e ma o de we hia bia wo nkutahodie mu